Well, here we are in the beautiful new lobby of the Morris and Gwendolyn Cafritz Foundation Arts Center. On the right, there is a 75-seat lecture hall. On the left is the new gallery. This is a wonderful exhibit space.
Tell us about some of the kinds of exhibits that will be in this space and about the one that's here now.
This is the exhibit that opened the gallery. And it's an exhibit by a company called Design Army, which is a company that does graphic design, and all of these pieces are products of theirs, and these are the kinds of pieces that our students who work in graphic design will eventually do.
And are all the exhibits going to be related, in a sense, to the work that students will be doing, or it might be more of a variety?
There'll be a great variety of exhibits here. Throughout the year, there are exhibits that will be put on by our faculty members, both from the School of Art and Design at Montgomery College and from the Fine Art Department of the Takoma Park Silver Spring campus. And so we show not only our faculty works in here, but our student works and the works of guests.
So it's really a gallery for everyone, and it's so great. As soon as you walk in, you're already getting your eyes filled.
Nearly every exhibit that we mount here opens with a reception for the public, the students, and the faculty. And that's what's so nice about this beautiful space in the Cafritz Center. It's so big that at the first opening, we had well over 100 people here, and there was plenty of room. We had a very nice reception with some punch and food. It was terrific.
And you mentioned that some of the exhibits here will be by guest artists, and you also have studio space here for guest artists to come spend a few weeks or a few months.
We have 20 studios here that are going to be used by artists from our community.
Wow.
It was one wish of Senator Ida Rubin, who was a major friend of the college and influence in the state senate where we got the funding for this building, that we not just be an insular college art teaching program, but that we invite the community in.
And so now we're passing the studios for visiting artists, and they're the ones that will stay for some length of time.
We will be using these studios for artists who will come here for a 2-day period, maybe a 2-week period, or maybe several months. We will be able to see them doing their work in here. They will be able to convene in here with small numbers of students, but they'll be right here in the building, and they can go to one of our classrooms if that need arises. It's right off the lobby, very near the gallery, very near the faculty offices, and very near the large conference room. So it's a good central location where we can really give our attention to our visiting artists. And because we have so many students here who need art supplies, we sell art supplies here. We sell all the things that the students will need, or most of the things that they'll need in their classes. Anything we can do to make the learning experience better for the student, we try to accomplish. And one of those things is we provide a place for them to buy the supplies they need for their classes. So since many of them come by metro or subway or bus, we save them yet another journey.
That's terrific. Maybe running from work too, then everything's here where they need it.
On our right is the new Cafritz Library, which is dedicated to materials of interest to art students and art professors.
Wow. I noticed even a light box back there, which you might not see in a regular library. So
we have a large collection of art on slides, and the light box is useful for a faculty member to sort and choose for the pieces that they'll use in their class.
Another thing that sort of sets this apart from a more traditional academic library.
Yes, it does. This area is a classroom for ceramics and pottery, and if we step outside, this is the kiln house.
So they can walk out the back door of the studio and put their projects right in the kiln. Now we're above the main lobby where we first saw that great exhibition gallery. And tell us what's on the second floor.
The second floor includes the computer labs, teaching computer labs, classrooms and studios for teaching all of the classes that we have here. We're about to walk across the bridge actually that connects the west side of the building to the east, and the architects and the college have done a wonderful job, I think, of retaining some of the openness and the majesty of that big building that that was so important to the whole Washington community for many years, and that's one of the reasons for all this open space and the brick floors, which were part of the original bakery, and the concrete was the same.
And so this bridge, it connects.
This bridge connects the east and the west part of the building. It lets us overlook the gallery and the lobby, and takes us to the studios where we have instructional art classes.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
This open space is a good place for students to meet and to have a chat before class or
this
have
open
study
space
group.
is a real asset for us. And for our students. It's a place where students can gather, mingle, look at one another's arts. You'll see that along this hallway there are a number of bays with student artwork exhibited, and you know the school's only been open here for a few weeks, and already these things are up. And again, we have more exhibit space on these walls. Again, the open ceiling and lockers down there for students, soda machines. And one feature that I like are these chairs that students can roll to wherever they would like to sit.
That's terrific.
So they're not restricted by some bench stuck against a wall. When students do hang their works up here at their instructor's request, then you can bring groups of people out to talk about them. So the teaching and learning takes place throughout the building, not just in the classroom. We have these display areas, and we have the gallery, and we have the visiting artist studios. So the entire building is being used for learning.
Feels very interactive.
It's very interactive.
That open space helps with that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And from this open area, we have studios and classrooms.
We do.
Can we take a look at one?
Yes, let's look in the drawing studio.
Okay.
You'll notice that these easels are all flexible and movable, and this room is particularly well lighted with natural light.
I was just going to say the thing I noticed first was how bright and how light it was in here.
Yes. It's important to have natural light when you work in the visual arts, because all artificial light provides some kind of color.
Wow. What else is on this floor? What other types of studios and classrooms?
Well, we have the photography studio, the design studio, the crafts and weaving studio.
Wow.
This is the painting studio, also with natural light.
Tell us a little bit about some of the things we're seeing here.
This is the printmaking studio, and it's interesting where we stand that you'll see a couple of these presses that are many decades old.
I was going to say, they look older.
But as we go a few more feet, and you see this brand new piece of equipment, and many schools aren't so lucky to be so well equipped.
I think it's interesting, all of these rooms and buildings, they have that sort of new smell, which of course you can't see or smell on TV, but it does have a feeling of something new and exciting is being built here.
Well, it is new and exciting, but one of the nice things about it is that it still has maintained much of the character of the old bakery, with the concrete floors and the high ceilings and the exposed ducts, and that creates a stimulating environment for our students.
Ready to create. Ready
to create. They say that during the first months of construction, you could still smell bread in the building.
Wow.
So unfortunately the bread fragrance is gone, but still it's a very exciting and stimulating environment.
Absolutely.